Welcome.
Real English Talk. Welcome to Real English Talk. Today you'll hear a complete mock job interview from beginning to end. Listen carefully and imagine that you are the candidate.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English Talk. I'm Tom.
And I'm Jessica. Today's episode is a little different. We're bringing you a complete job interview simulation from start to finish.
I'll be the interviewer today.
And I'll be the candidate applying for the position.
After the interview, Jessica and I will come back as ourselves to explain what worked well and why.
So listen carefully. If possible, take a few notes while you listen.
Before we begin, let's learn 4 key words you'll hear during today's interview. Word number 1, deadline.
A deadline is the final date or time by which something must be finished.
For example, the deadline for this project is Friday.
If you miss a deadline, your work is late.
Word number 2, strengths.
Your strengths are the things you're good at. They are your skills, abilities, and personal qualities.
For example, one of my strengths is communication.
Word number 3, weaknesses.
Your weaknesses are the areas where you still need to improve.
During a job interview, don't be afraid to talk about a weakness. Explain how you're working to improve it.
For example, public speaking used to be my weakness, but I've been practicing through presentations.
And finally, word number 4, onboarding.
Onboarding is the process of helping a new employee learn about the company after they are hired.
It includes learning company rules, meeting coworkers, and understanding your new responsibilities.
For example, the onboarding program lasts about 3 weeks.
Great! Now you're ready.
You'll hear all 4 of these words during today's interview.
If you're enjoying Real English Talk, don't forget to subscribe.
Now, let's begin.
The following is a mock job interview. Tom is the interviewer, and Jessica is applying for a marketing coordinator position.
Good morning. Please come in and have a seat.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me today.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Tom, and I'm the HR manager here at Meridian Creative.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. Thank you for inviting me.
Before we begin, did you have any trouble finding our office?
Not at all. Your directions were very clear, and I arrived a little early.
Excellent. Let's get started. Could you please tell me a little about yourself?
Certainly. My name is Jessica, and I've been working in digital marketing for the past 2 years. I graduated with a degree in communications, where I developed a strong interest in content creation and social media strategy. After graduation, I joined a startup called Brightline. There, I managed social media accounts, created content calendars, coordinated marketing campaigns, and worked closely with both designers and sales teams. That experience taught me how to manage multiple projects, meet deadlines, and communicate effectively with different departments. Now I'm looking for an opportunity where I can continue growing professionally, contribute to a larger organization, and take on more responsibility.
Thank you. That was a clear and well-organized introduction. What interested you in applying for this position at Meridian Creative?
I've followed your company for quite some time, and I've always been impressed by your creative campaigns and your focus on building meaningful relationships with clients. I also read several interviews with your employees. They spoke about the supportive company culture and the opportunities for professional growth. Those values really match what I'm looking for in my next career step.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's talk about your strengths. What would you say is your greatest strength?
I would say my greatest strength is organization. I enjoy planning projects, setting priorities, and making sure everything stays on schedule.
Could you give me an example?
Certainly. At my previous company, I managed several social media campaigns at the same time. I created detailed schedules, coordinated with designers and writers, and made sure every deadline was met. Because everything was carefully organized, our team was able to launch every campaign on time without unnecessary stress.
That sounds like a valuable skill.
Thank you. I also enjoy communicating with different departments. Good communication helps prevent misunderstandings and keeps projects moving smoothly.
Communication is certainly an important skill in this role.
I completely agree. I've learned that listening carefully is just as important as speaking clearly.
That's an excellent point. How do you usually organize your work when several tasks need your attention at the same time?
I begin by deciding which tasks are most urgent and which are most important. Then I create a daily task list and estimate how much time each task will require. I also review my progress throughout the day so I can adjust my schedule if unexpected work comes up.
So you regularly review your priorities.
Exactly. Staying flexible is important because priorities sometimes change.
Have you ever had to manage a particularly difficult deadline?
Yes. Last year, one of our clients requested major changes just 2 days before a campaign launch.
That sounds stressful.
It was. Our team immediately held a short meeting, divided the remaining work, and communicated closely throughout the project. We finished everything before the deadline, and the client was very satisfied with the final result.
Nicely handled. It sounds like teamwork played an important role.
Absolutely. I believe good teamwork makes difficult situations much easier to manage.
I couldn't agree more. Now I'd like to ask about your weaknesses. What is one area that you're currently trying to improve?
One area I've been working on is public speaking.
Could you tell me more about that?
Of course. Earlier in my career, I felt nervous whenever I had to give presentations in front of large groups. I realized that avoiding presentations wouldn't help me improve. So I decided to practice whenever I had the opportunity.
What did you do?
I volunteered to present project updates during team meetings. I also joined presentation workshops and practiced speaking in front of my colleagues. Little by little, I became much more comfortable speaking in public.
So instead of avoiding your weakness, you faced it directly.
Exactly. I still get nervous sometimes, but now I know how to prepare effectively and stay confident.
That's a great example of personal growth.
Thank you. I believe everyone has weaknesses. The important thing is being willing to improve.
I completely agree. Everyone makes mistakes from time to time. Could you tell me about a mistake you've made at work and what you learned from it?
Certainly. Early in my first job, I misunderstood a client's request and prepared the wrong version of a marketing report.
What happened then?
Fortunately, my manager noticed the mistake before we sent it to the client. I immediately apologized, corrected the report, and double-checked every detail before submitting the final version.
What did you learn from that experience?
I learned the importance of asking questions whenever something isn't completely clear. I also started using checklists before sending important documents.
Has that helped?
Very much. Since then, I've made far fewer mistakes, and my work has become much more accurate.
That's good to hear.
I believe mistakes can become valuable learning experiences if we're willing to reflect on them and improve.
That's an excellent attitude, and one that many employers appreciate. Thank you for sharing your experiences. I'd like to ask about your future goals. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In 5 years, I'd like to become a marketing manager leading a small team. I enjoy helping people succeed, and I'd like to take on more leadership responsibilities.
What do you think you need to achieve that goal?
I believe I need to continue improving both my leadership and communication skills. I'd also like to gain more experience managing larger projects and mentoring junior team members.
That sounds like a realistic plan.
Thank you. I believe learning never stops, especially in marketing, where trends and technology change so quickly.
I completely agree. Now I'd like to ask a practical question. What are your salary expectations?
My main priority is finding a position where I can continue learning and contribute to the company. I'm flexible regarding salary, but based on my experience and research, I believe a range of $55,000 to $60,000 per year would be reasonable.
Thank you for your honesty.
Of course. However, I'm also interested in the overall compensation package, including professional development opportunities and employee benefits.
That's a thoughtful answer.
Thank you. I believe long-term career growth is just as important as salary.
We've covered all of my questions. Before we finish, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, thank you. I have a few.
Please go ahead.
First, could you tell me what success looks like in this position during the first 6 months?
That's an excellent question. During the first 6 months, we'd like the successful candidate to become familiar with our clients, our workflow, and our marketing systems. We'd also expect them to begin managing projects independently.
That sounds exciting.
Do you have another question?
Yes. Could you tell me more about the onboarding process for new employees?
Certainly. Our onboarding program lasts about 3 weeks. During that time, new employees receive training, meet different departments, and work closely with a mentor.
I really like the idea of having a mentor during the onboarding process.
It helps new employees feel comfortable and become productive more quickly.
That sounds like a very supportive environment.
We certainly try our best.
I have one final question. What do you enjoy most about working here?
Personally, I enjoy the collaborative culture. People are always willing to share ideas and help one another. It's a positive place to work.
Thank you very much. Those were all my questions.
You're very welcome. Well, Jessica, thank you very much for coming in today. I've really enjoyed our conversation.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview with you. I appreciate your time.
We'll finish interviewing the remaining candidates this week, and we expect to make our final decision early next week.
That sounds great. I look forward to hearing from you.
Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like us to know?
Just that I'm genuinely excited about this opportunity. I believe my experience, my willingness to learn, and my enthusiasm would allow me to contribute positively to your team.
Thank you. We appreciate your interest in our company.
Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye. The interview is now complete.
Welcome back, everyone.
Great job listening all the way to the end.
Job interviews can feel stressful, but as you heard today, they are really conversations.
Exactly. The interviewer isn't trying to trick you. They're simply trying to understand who you are, what you've done, and how you might contribute to the company.
Let's review a few things Jessica did well during the interview.
First, I answered every question with specific examples.
That's important. Instead of simply saying, "I'm organized," Jessica explained how she organized projects and met deadlines.
Employers want evidence, not just opinions.
Second, Jessica was honest about her weakness.
I didn't pretend to be perfect. Instead, I explained how I was improving.
That's exactly what interviewers want to hear. Self-awareness and a willingness to grow.
Third, I asked thoughtful questions at the end of the interview.
Many candidates forget this part.
Asking good questions shows curiosity, preparation, and genuine interest in the company.
Now let's review today's 4 key words.
Deadline.
The final date by which something must be completed.
Strengths.
The skills and qualities that help you succeed.
Weaknesses.
Areas where you're still learning and improving.
And onboarding.
The process of helping new employees learn about the company and their new role.
Excellent.
Here are 5 useful interview expressions from today's episode.
Number 1.
I'd be happy to tell you about myself.
Number 2.
One of my greatest strengths is...
Number 3.
I've been actively working on improving...
Number 4.
Could you tell me more about...
And number 5.
Thank you for your time and consideration.
These are expressions you'll hear in many real job interviews.
Here's a challenge for you.
Listen to this episode again tomorrow.
This time, pause after each answer.
Then answer the question yourself before listening to my response.
Speaking out loud is one of the fastest ways to improve your English.
Don't worry if your answer isn't perfect.
Every interview is practice.
Every conversation builds confidence.
And every time you speak English,
You become a little more fluent.
thanks for spending time with us today.
We hope this mock interview helps you feel more confident in your next interview.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to Real English Talk.
And if this episode helped you, share it with someone who's preparing for a job interview.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Until next time,
Keep speaking real English.
goodbye, everyone.
Bye!